you won't be texting and driving with us up in your ride.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long?
I can't step outside naked.
He jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump again, something.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
You used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Wake and bake, 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 wake and bake. I take a day out to wake and bake. I get up early to wake and bake. I tell my job I'm gonna be late. I might not go back into Tuesday. Wake and bake, 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 wake and bake. I take the dab and I blow it on leave it for you. Started the trend like I see the hate. Put your rappers on my breaking plate. I'm the king, I'm the king. 100 no burden. I'm dabbing, I'm dabbing, I'm dabbing. Same color.
Morning. The word of the day is, damn, y'all some emotional ass Mexicans. That's what I say to my grandson. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. You?
I'm doing good, man. I'm out here in these streets.
Bumping and grinding.
I mean, I do that, but who doesn't? I mean, if you don't, there's no problem.
Well, no. There's quite a few lazy MFs in this world.
That is a fact of the facts of the facts. It is Wake and Bake America show on Wake and Bake America Radio. Don't forget to check out Blunt Football Talk. That's the NFL talk show, usually Friday evenings about this time as well. It's another live show that podcast live here at Wake and Bake America Radio, home of some of your favorite cannabis shows. And we got some new shows coming up this after the new year, after the winter break. In the meantime, we take a winter break, but you know, our other shows don't. But we're year round, so it's we take our break in the winter. We take our summer break. We get our time off. Thank you. Judge us. I want to be judged. Okay, so let's get straight to it. We've got wild ass headlines. It is Turnt Up Tuesday. Why not have the wild ass headlines? You have the weed report coming up later in the show, and then of course we've got the Turnt Up headlines. But we'll get to the wild ass headlines that made us giggle.
Wow.
So, you know, I'm a huge fan of wild ass behavior. Like, I'm a wild child, have been my whole life. Maybe not anymore. I got wild.
You're turned down a little bit, Grandpa.
Yeah, I've turned down a little bit, but I definitely have some wild ass grandkids, for sure. Especially the oldest one. Like, why is the oldest one the wildest one, man? He acts like he is a feral child, and I'm like, no, he was raised by humans or not.
Because he was the first to be influenced. That's why.
He's an influencer? Oh man, he's a cut man.
No, you were an influencer.
That's fair, but he still owes me money. I'm over here loan sharking my own grandchildren. That's what I do. Loan them a quarter, and I'm like, you owe me $50. Well, I just want to teach other government, capitalism, and the banks work. That's all.
You got him on a mob point setting.
All right. The Fed came in and was like, sir, what you're doing is illegal.
He's family. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's family, man. What are you talking about? Shout out to everybody checking us out live while the show's being actually done live. And if you're checking us out when it's not live, send your comments to info at Wake Letter and Bake America Show. That's info. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm already stoned. That's info at Wake the Letter Bake. Info. Damn it. Fucking up the email. goddamn email out right. What's wrong with me? I cannot talk. I can't say the email today. Okay. Try this again. info@bakeamericashow.com. You know when you've said something like literally for the last decade as the email address for your show? You know that point where you're like, listen. I've said it so much, I say it so fast that I screw it up. It's like you get running. You ever seen a runner that's so fast they fall?
It's a tongue twister.
Hey, all right. So, let's get to our first headline. This one right here, wild ass behavior. Well, I approve of it actually. And of course, it's in the South. In the South, we're
South.
Shit, for fun,
Y'all.
No, out in Macon, Georgia, coming from the Associated Press of Macon, Georgia, there is a Georgia city that has decided to bring in the 2025 New Year with a bit of a bang, a bit of a huzzah, a bit of a boom. They've got it up. And I ain't talking fireworks, Christophers. No, I ain't talking about no fireworks, though. I'm talking about they're about to blow up a 16-story hotel that is, of course, vacant. Obviously, we're not blowing up. We're not doing the Purge New Year.
It's going down in the ATL.
Georgia, the Purge. No, but seriously, I love this. I think this is cool. Like, listen to me. If I were close enough, okay, to Macon, the Macon-Bibb County Commission on Tuesday has approved a plan to, this is last Tuesday, not today Tuesday, okay, it was last Tuesday, god damn it, but last Tuesday, when I pulled the story, it was still last Tuesday, now there's a Tuesday today, okay, I'm sorry. All right, it's last Tuesday, though, they approved it to blow the 16-story hotel at midnight. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The Macon-Bibb County, sorry, it's really hard to say when you're trying to say it together because you want to say Bacon-Bibb, and it's Macon-Bibb County, but you want to say Bacon-Bibb because I need one of those. Have you ever seen me eat? Anyway, no, so damn it, now I'm doing it. Macon-Bibb County spent $4.2 million pieces of bacon, no, I'm just kidding, dollars last year, and they bought the hotel in a federal bankruptcy proceeding. The county agreed on Tuesday to hire a demolition firm to blow up the building at a cost of $2.6 million. This is where I'm curious, like, kind of how we got here, though, because, and this is why I'm asking, because you do realize that when you put the math together, they spent over $7 million to essentially blow the fuck up out of a building.
Right, but how blighted was it,
Right, exactly. But here's the thing is, the question becomes then is, because that's Johnny taxpayer money, right? So I'm always like, Trey investigates. I investigate why the fuck they're blowing our money. Seriously. But here it is. They said that they did. This is interesting, but Lester Miller, the mayor of Macon, said, we acquired this property to blow it up. Specifically, apparently the hotel opened in 1970. It's included guests as big and as notable and as famous as Elvis himself, right? But the New York banking department seized this hotel in 1991, saying that it was one asset that was part of a fraud and money laundering scheme. Sound familiar? We're not getting into that. Banking and Commerce.
Running points.
So Bank of Credit and Commerce International, the bank was accused of helping Saddam Hussein hide Iraqi oil profits and backing Oliver North's arms deal with Iran. This goes back to so much dirt from the 90s and 80s and the Iran-Contra. It points fingers at New York activators. It's so much fun.
I just took my youngest to Georgia. I wonder if she's close enough to go watch this.
Man, all I'm saying is if you're close enough to hear us right now, throw us a heart, throw us a like the show, give us a little heart, show us some love. We shout out all of our top listeners. We love it. We love you. We love your mom. I mean, well, I love your mom, but hey, you don't know. He said, you don't know, I know they mom. They mom was up in the club, dropping it like it's hot and twerking for 20 years while I was DJing. Just saying. I mean, not the mom specifically, but the moms of my town. I know you all. I know your dirty secrets.
I love your mom's cooking.
Like a gentleman. I love your mom's breakfast. No, I'm saying. All right, that's probably too far. There's too much truth. Put a lie in there at least a decade or so, but before that, there's too much truth there. Too much truth, sir. Russ Harry, a member of the Christian Episcopal Church that lives 2 blocks from the hotel, said that the congregation is worried that any explosion could cause damage to the church and the sanctuary that was built in 1851. So there is, all things aren't all anxiety, as they say. Hey, but we're going to spend. Here's a statement. We're going to spend a little money to tear that down, but what you'll see that's replacing that will be 100 times. Will be 100 times of what it's doing now. Well, no shit, it's doing nothing now. You could literally turn that into. It could be right now a homeless crack den, and that would be more than what it's doing right now vacant. I mean, I'm just, hear me out here. I'm just making a point, but it's not a good point. I know that, but I'm just making one, okay?
Are they going to try and do like public housing or anything like that?
So they keep saying they'll have something else there, okay? I think everybody in the town says that the whole community would rather have something else there, whatever it is that they end up putting there, right? But the church is worried that they're going to get blown up on the bicentennial, and by the way, shout out to 2025, you guys. That is 2025, by the way, just for the record, guys, this is going to be for instance, the 4th of July in 2025 will be the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence and why we are a nation. It will signify so much wonderful and dark and turbulent and everything that really encompasses the birth of a nation, all the way to a civil war, all the way leading up to now where we have a civil democracy. You may not like all the name calling and shit talking. I don't either. I'm not for it. I won't put up with it or listen to it. But it is a million times more civil than people literally killing each other on the Senate floor or literally beating people nearly to death on the Senate floor. And if you don't think that didn't happen, well, just watch Drunk History. There's an episode, Johnny Knoxville explains it all.
Yep.
And it's just way better because it's Johnny Knoxville, okay? Come on, man. Fucking dude's still great to this day. Wild ass son of a bitch, still great to this day.
Yeah, there's actually a couple episodes of that.
Yeah. Now, hear me out, dear friend. Hear me out. Gotta go to the next episode. I mean, not the next episode. I mean, the next topic. Or the next not topic, but the next wild ass headline. So that's my wild ass weekend. They're about to blow some shit up in the middle of the week for New Year's. Awesome. Let's move to our next wild headline. Guys, I have about 4, 5, 6 headlines throughout the show today that are just, they don't make sense sometimes, okay? But you have to understand that this is the world we live in. I always say
things that make you go,
Great prophet Tupac told me to tell every one of my listeners when I heard him as a child at like 10 and 11 and 12, 13 years old. The great prophet Tupac told me to tell y'all, I was born in this world, I didn't make it. Okay? Oh, here's your story. It's fucked up. Because you're not gonna have a fucked up. Hey, look, first we gonna blow some shit up. Now we gonna have some fucked up shit, some fucked up family shit. Because listen, guys, it's the holiday season. What better than to tell you some jacked up family stories, right? I mean, I'm into it. So, Chris, my dear friend, high spectrum,
yes, sir.
Mastery of the weed stories and the actual physical weed. Guys, check out Chris on all his spectrum 420 social media and everything, guys. This guy is literally, we call him around here the professor because he's literally a genetic specialist on cannabis. Check him out, Chris. Throw out your social media. He's my co-host on the show, but he's also a master of what is it called where you mix them, crossbreeding and cross-pollinating and creating all new strains of weed.
Botanist.
Well, I mean, I was thinking there's a different word that wasn't so scientific-y, but I'll take it. A botanist.
Nah.
That was the one I knew. Damn it! I thought you called yourself people. Well, okay, I call you a master. I don't call you a master grower because I think that
The mad scientist.
Scientist. There we go. The mad scientist. That's my nickname for you. And the reason why I don't call you a master grower is because while you are one, you are beyond what just a guy who can grow good weed is. By so many milestones, achievements, and efforts. He even created a weed named after our talk show and the station. Bro is so much more than just a talk show host, guys. Check him out. Throw out your socials.
High Spectrum 420 on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
High Spectorito. 4 to the Tweedo. I'm dropping it in the chat, folks. Anybody on the live show, guys, check him out. Wonderful person, great guy, family man, devoted to his family and his partner in life and crime. And at the same time, is also absolutely a fabulous friend. He's been my friend for a decade, guys, and I wouldn't trade that turd in for nothing. Not even clean water.
Yep. Nope. Yeah, we've been pretty tight since the word go, and it's been a great journey. And I'm looking forward to our 10-year anniversary show.
Love it. I can't wait for our 10-year anniversary show in April. Guys, it'll be somewhere around 420. Obviously, the planning for that will be during the winter break. And then when we come back from the winter break, it's going to be balls to the wall. And then all of a sudden, we're going to go Odark 30. Literally for like 2 weeks. And then it's going to be up party, bitch. I think I might have booze. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Cammy in. I'm going to bring everybody in. I'm just going to have a lot of people just remote in so we can just see how many people we can just have stop by during the show.
Without a doubt.
We've even got like at least one other co-host that used to co-host with us that's still in our fantasy football league. I'll throw a line out there, a hook, line, and sinker out there to Spicy Tomato Patch, Snobby Hooker. What is it? Snotty Hooker, Smelly Pirate Hooker. That's Smelly Hooker Pirate. Something like that. That's his name. That's his team name.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got it. It's gonna be great. I don't care. And if you don't show up, then you missed a great party. That's on you. 10 years in the making. It's gonna be so much fun. This is our 9th season, guys. You guys might be new to us, but we ain't new to this shit. Speaking of which, let's get to it. So let's talk about family drama, bro.
Drama.
I refuse. This is the headline from the host of really somebody who's not very human in my eyes. I mean, you're so not cool. Anyway, you ready? Headline or post says, I refuse to buy a Christmas gift. Ooh, excuse me. For my daughter's partner, he's not family.
Oh, dang.
Now listen. There are. I'm going to be honest with you. Now I'm a very accepting, loving, caring parent, father, and not only that, but I truly, genuinely appreciate the lives and the partners that my kids want to build their lives with. Right. So I couldn't see me doing this, Chris, and I don't think you could see me doing this. Damn it! You're Preston's Christmas present. I have to see him. I can't get out of getting him anything. He comes to the studio. It's a little hard to dodge him. All day. You're in Michigan. No, seriously. I couldn't see me even saying that. Now, look, if you started dating this dude Thanksgiving and you're trying to bring him to the family Christmas party foul.
Oh, he's bogus. He's bogus.
My kid, party foul. And also, he should have a little bit of he or she should have a little whatever it's called, a little bit of kind of like know your space, whatever you want to call it, right?
Well, being that new to the family, you can't expect to be accepted already.
It's going to be wonderful, Stephanie. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. Anyway, sorry, answering our listeners.
Yeah, that's the other half.
I know. So hear me out here. I think that it is absolutely rude this can play out either way. Like, look, you met this fool. Let's go, over the summer or into September, early October. Y'all went to Halloween parties together. Y'all are talking about moving in after the new year. I can live with that. You're getting a gift. I'm not a jerk. Simple. Just okay. But you met this fool like at a house party a week before Thanksgiving. If you show up at my fucking house with a stranger danger, there are ways that I'm the dick in this story, and there are ways where you are the dick in this story, family members. Believe me, there's a way where the person who brings the person is the asshole, and then there are ways where you, the hostess, are an asshole. And I think that time frame matters. Now,
but being me and you, I'm gonna be downstairs investigating his ass while everybody's upstairs trying to chat it up.
Act like I am your best friend while I hand you shots of liquor and get you to start telling on yourself.
Right.
Who you playing with? I got $3.
Oh, here, you need some eggnog.
To know who you are, and then I need to know who you really are. So I'm going to tell you this. I think the context clues are actually in her headline, dude. I received a Christmas gift for my daughter's partner. He's not family. So, dead ass, she called him partner. Okay? So, dead ass, they have had to have been together for long enough that she referred to him in her own post as partner. You see what I'm saying here?
Right. There's been a commitment made.
First off, I think I blame this on the mom. Didn't I kind of ensue that this is the mom? Well, let me explain. So, Christmas, so here's the Christmas deal of it all. A lot of people, they don't buy gifts for, distant relatives. They don't buy gifts for necessarily every friend or even every coworker. You might get your boss something. My boss lives across the country because we work remotely, and in the IT and entertainment world, we don't have to work with our boss, like right there, which is, believe it or not, it's actually nice. Let's just leave that way. But anyway, so this dad and mom, but mostly the dad, is causing up a stir, okay? Because he has declared that he won't be buying a present for his daughter's boyfriend because he doesn't consider him part of the family. That's what he said in his Reddit post, okay? Now, his 19-year-old daughter has been in a relationship with this individual, and this is why I said context clues. I've said she, but I meant the dad called him the partner. That means they have been dating longer than just boyfriend-girlfriend time frame, which is usually, 6 months to a year. After that, you're really usually you're living together and you're a partnership, right? So they've been together for 2 years dating, right? Now, these aren't underage people. They started dating underage, right? And so...
Daddy don't like him.
First off, yeah, just dead ass. Clues are in the story. Context clues, folks. Context clues here. Your clues are in your story. Your clues are in your story. I mean, dead though. I'm dead because the clues are definitely in the story. So at the end of the day, he doesn't want to buy the boyfriend a gift. They've been dating for 2 years. I'm sorry, but you might have got out of the first Christmas, and I have a hard time calling you an asshole. Even if they, honestly, even if they met at the beginning of the year before, if you're just somebody who keeps your family a little extra tight, I understand that. At times, I'm like, now that things are settled down, I think it's time to tighten up the family, right? Everybody's got spouses. My kids are adults, kind of thing, let's tighten up the family, right? But so I get that maybe, right? But so per typical, and I'm sorry I mixed up the parents because I just got too excited. That's usually what happens. But anyway, the mom is, so remember I almost told y'all the dad was the one who was upset with the mom. But what I meant to say was the mom was upset with the dad because she says, no, we got to get him something. And he said, my daughter has been dating her boyfriend for 2 years. My kids also recently started using an app to list their wish list for Christmas. My wife asked if I had seen my daughter's boyfriend's list. and we needed to buy him something. Maybe it's just me, but growing up, my parents didn't give to that's rather unnecessary. But anyway, two cocks about who I was dating. You have a wife. I'm pretty sure they cared two cocks about who you were dating. That's dirty. I hit him below the belt on that one. Sorry. Much less, so he goes on to say, much less have any intentions of adding them to a present list. My wife insists that this is very normal and is calling me an asshole for not wanting to comply. Okay, so first off, you are an asshole because you referred to doing something in the spirit of Christmas as complying with your wife's command. You're a fucking dick, dude. Like, just done. That's an easy answer for me. You are an asshole, bro. Dead ass. You're a dick, bro. Like, there's no doubt about it. You called your wife's request to be a good person a demand to comply with. I'm just stuck. Like, dang, bro. Like, that hurt. Like, I'm hurt for your wife. Do you kiss your wife with that mouth?
He ain't gonna be kissing any part of his wife.
Nah, I'm like, if you've been dating for like 6 months, we're gonna get you a gift. We're not assholes. But also, we also like low key, like everybody's like strapped. For me, it hasn't been as tight of a year, but what it is I actually started putting away for my 401k and stuff. And so I'm Grandpa has to make sure that he doesn't have to work for the rest of his life, or at least if he does, there's money. Go on trips.
We'll be greeters at Walmart.
I'll be a Walmart greeter and take a trip to the Bahamas. Like throwing sand at. Yeah, I mean, come here. Sand will fall 2 feet in front of me and never get near her. Anyway, I have dreams. I have goals. Okay, so. No, I honestly, like I said, I think this dude's a dick. Like, it's even the way he writes. Like, sometimes you can tell when someone writes that they're a dick. And
he basically called himself a dick without calling himself a dick.
I mean, like, honestly, this isn't some rando kid from high school anymore. These two clearly like other two.
They started dating in high school.
Yeah, like they're high school sweethearts. You're a dick, bro. You're a fucking dick. Like, I could not imagine us being like not like kind to our kids' spouses. That just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Papa Bear has had to put a few fuckers in their place because they want to fucking try to be a dick. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
In time, Papa Bear don't like doing that. I don't. I actually don't. I would prefer that everybody just be polite and kindly and love each other because life's already hard enough.
Yeah, but for like you and I mean, we, I guess, give the benefit of the doubt beforehand.
Right. I try. Sometimes I smell bullshit and I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt. I don't.
Oh yeah, right.
I know you're full of shit. Come clean, or else you're gonna piss me off.
Right, and your road down this railroad track is going to be rough, buddy.
And the one out of 50 times I'm wrong, I'm like, I am so sorry.
Well, yeah.
All right, so let's hit that next story, though. The next story, though, and okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. I accidentally lost the next story, but I'm trying to find it because it's good. I'll tell you what, why don't you do the weed report, okay? And then I'll do the next story after we come back from break. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, so we'll do the weed story. It is, of course, the weed report with C-Dub, powered by High Spectrum of Lansing, Michigan.
All right, this is a little politicky, but here we go, folks. Well, when you're talking about, whenever you talk, yes, it's about pot.
No, I said positive.
Well, it was gonna be positive. All right, Trump pro-marijuana decriminalization DA pick withdraws amid pushback from conservatives. Not surprising.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Donald Trump's pro-marijuana decriminalization DEA pick withdraws amid pushback from the conservatives.
Okay, so why did the conservatives push back on him? Because, like, I know the AG pick Matt Gaetz, why they pushed back on him, but why did they push back on his pick for drug czar?
Because of his COVID actions during the pandemic.
What were his COVID actions?
Oh, let's go down here. However, he blew out just days after Trump announced prospective nomination. The development came amid controversy from lawmakers over the sheriff's record on COVID-related public safety enforcement actions. So basically, not enforcing the mask and.
No. He probably did. That's why the Republicans were upset. No? Wrong? I want you to make me wrong. That's fine. I'm okay with being wrong. The Republicans were against masks. They were against mandates. They were against closures. They were against.
Yeah, he must have wanted the mandates in that county then.
Then is what I'm just a hunch here. Not to get too political, but I'm just saying, like, the writing's on the wall that he probably went the opposite of the larger base, and that's why there is a problem. If he had done what they want, if he had not enforced stuff, they would have left him alone. But of course, Democrats would have been upset about it. But what are you going to do if you lose the House, the Senate, and the White House?
Right, but I mean, this could have been a considerable push towards the next level of federal decriminalization for our country.
You think he was bored, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it says in the article that he was a very hyper-vigilant advocate for decriminalization, even in Florida, in his county, for cannabis.
These people tired of fucking having their jails full of fucking people for pot. I promise you, Christopher.
Yeah, they got so much better shit to do than to screw with someone with a little bit of weed. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't have a whole lot of time to screw with anybody. Let's go to break. We'll be back.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Bubba Sparks. If you didn't know prior to this moment, you better know for sure. Anytime I'm rolling through Colorado Springs, I'm checking out Wake and Bake America. How could you not be listening to Wake and Bake? Holding it down with Cammy, Renee, and Mr. Trey. All the way, twice on Sunday. Y'all probably ain't on Sunday, but it's all good. Y'all should be.
Don't copy me.
I love living in California. I'm never going to go surfing. I don't want to get eaten by a shark. And a buddy of mine who surfs every day, he's like, dude, come on. They don't even like how we taste. But that's supposed to help me? I don't like how potato salad tastes. But if I'm starving and there's a bowl of it right in front of me, moving 1/10 of the speed that I can, doesn't even know I'm there, is just hopping up and down like an idiot. Well, I'm just going to eat it. I'll be like, wasn't the best meal, but no longer hungry. They don't even like how we taste. How do you think they find out we taste bad? They're not born knowing it. They're just swimming along. They take a bite. They're like, ugh, that was not a seal. What was that? Then they call their buddies over like, hey, Gary, dude, bite that. Tell me what that is. Because that tastes awful. Right?
Hey, yo. Booming systems across Colorado.
Boom, boom, let me hear the crowd go.
We like the cars that go boom.
That means I'm chilling.
Lazy.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Trey from the Blunt Football Talk Show. Have you checked us out here on Wake and Bake America Radio? I mean, come on. What's
And that's how
not to love?
Bill Belichick's career is right now.
In trouble, gets away. Mahomes racing with the bad ankle and all inside the 20. He's that fool.
Hey, tell me you didn't grow up in the projects without telling me.
I grew up hood adjacent.
Parsons on the move, and Micah Parsons is in.
I used to be able to twerk until I took a twerking injury.
Ball comes out of his hand toward the end zone.
I hope it fucks your life up. I hope you fail. I hope you fall flat on your face. I'm like, these are my friends. This is
you and
us.
scars you miserably.
This is your station.
I like this right here.
The People's Station. Monuments, Falcon, and Colorado Springs.
Here comes the heat, y'all.
All right, it's time to have that talk. Yeah, I'm talking to you, homeowner. Don't you try to run away, townhome renter and apartment renter. Look, every time we move, they charge us a ridiculous amount of money. Every time you need something remodeled, those people charge you a ridiculous amount of money. So this time, when I moved, I got my whole deposit back. Now, I can't promise you the same results, but what I can tell you is I went through Quality Peak Customs. That's right. That's handyman and remodeling. And at Quality Peak Customs, they're going to take care of you the best they can to help you get the best job you can. So whether it's moving out, needing your apartment brushed up for the handover, your townhome, you want to rent that out, you need it fixed up for the big remodel, hey, that house. When's the last time you've done something? Well, when you do it, why don't you call Quality Peak Customs at 719-964-6871. That's 719-964-6871. You can also email Quality Peak Customs at qualitypeak.customs@gmail.com for your free quote today. You can check out Quality Peak Customs on Facebook as well. Let's go with Quality Peak Customs for your next move, your next remodel, or the next time you need a helping hand around your home.
Hey, what's going on? It's the hungry hustling American Dream Afro Man. Wake and bake, America. Yeah, you're chilling with Mr. Ashtray.
That's Mr. Trey, not Ashtray.
You're listening to Mr. Trey, and you know why. Yeah. Yeah.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a butt.
I've been saying this for how long now?
Like I can't step outside naked.
We jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump dance? I said,
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that.
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
You used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Dedicated to the men and women of the United States Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard, of those who answered the call of a nation when others wouldn't, who fought for freedom when others couldn't, for every man and woman who gave some for a nation, and for some that without reserve gave all for a nation. We humbly and gratefully salute you. This is your anthem.
Give 'em hell, man. Deck of the midway, I look out to seas. Tin can packed tight, just like sardines. Cargo down, Persian bound, hoorah, simplify Marines. Some won't come home, some still only teens. I look across the midshipmen, I see 2 midshipmen. One rocks a trident pin, hoping for shot Bin Laden. And even if he's not, who got him? Salute the seals from top to bottom. Ask Bin Laden, Mexican side, and then try to come to mob him. Be an enemy of the state, indicate one thing to fear. You will be judged by Marine Scout snipers, crosshairs. Aviators on deck, we go by land, sea, and air. Aye, hoorah, indicates the mission objective is clear. And if this gets you good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you're doing at your mama house.
What's up, Ugly?
Who did that? That last set.
Oh, some dude.
Some dude.
Yeah, some dude. Some dude.
Some dude I know.
Yeah, maybe. So, we'll steal some dude. So, it is, of course, wild ass hit news. Can't believe this
What?
headlines.
Let's finish up this Trump thing.
Wait, what? There was no Trump thing.
Yes, there was in cannabis.
Okay, fine, finish.
Look, ultimately, we have to remember in 2018, he did pass a good farm bill that allowed hemp growth here in the United States. I wish more farmers were taking advantage of this, but it has helped out the cannabis industry with being able to widen their spectrum of genetics. And ultimately, even though the sheriff has stepped aside, I think Trump is still going to try to put someone in that is going to work us forward in decriminalizing cannabis federal level so that it can be tested, we can do research, and move forward in this industry in a positive way.
Yeah,
That's all I got, yo.
I think that regardless of who's in charge of the U.S., you know, you have to really hope that they see the lighter side and do the right thing when it comes to cannabis, you know. And I've always said that, you know, you might not like the person in charge, but you've got to keep that hope that they're going to do the right thing on cannabis when it comes to that. Now, back to these wild ass headlines. Oh, you ready for this one? This is messed up. I don't get it. So, international runners left goosed. You're welcome. I wrote this headline. International runners left goosed over prize for winning race in China. That's right. You heard me right. So apparently, a couple of Kenyan runners were left. Well, several runners, including I believe the winners who at least one of the winners was Kenyan, was kind of left a little shocked when they were given geese, literally, as part of their prize for winning the race. But Chris, as you know, with Customs and Exchange, they cannot bring that animal back with them.
So, did they have to sell the animal before they left to get a prize?
I don't know.
They can make Peking duck.
I mean, what happens if you sell? What happens? So many questions. What happens if you sell that goose and then you get in trouble with the Chinese government for selling that goose? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, dang.
Like there's, you don't even think about that part. I have so many questions. So many questions. So.
Yeah, they're going to go, do you have a permit to sell that animal?
Bro, I'm in stitches, though.
They could probably go to a local restaurant and have it cooked.
I mean, I guess, you're giving me quite the meal, sir. Unnecessary meal, too. I would rather the goose be cooked than me be cooking the goose. So, as we dwindle down the Shiraz, as I'll call it, of headlines, you ready for this one? A man in India is not dead. I mean, good for him, right? But seriously, did I lose Chris? Oh, no. Okay, you muted yourself. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Yo.
Sorry. A man in India had regained consciousness. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Only moments before his own cremation on a funeral pyre.
Wait, so they don't embalm in India?
Oh,
must be some type of religious thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a Hindu religious thing so that you can keep your family's remains as part of, some sacred rituals or so forth, henceforth and otherwise. But anyway, yeah, so I guess a 25-year-old dude who had been declared dead in India regained consciousness shortly before he was set to be cremated that week. And dude, that's so crazy.
Wow.
First off, I think you need to really talk to the medical board about the doctor who declared that man dead.
Do they even have?
First off.
Do they have a medical board that does that type of thing?
You know, honestly, I don't know.
I mean, because shouldn't you ask that question first?
I mean, I guess, yes. The first question is, do you even have a medical board? What is that medical board standards? So many questions. So many questions. So little faith.
Yeah, because was this in a small town in India?
I mean, I really have to at this point out that is irrelevant, sir.
Well, if it was a small town, do they even really have a doctor?
I mean, honestly, I have never traveled to India, and although I do have family by marriage who is Indian, for sure, I would have to ask, actually. But I'm pretty sure they do got doctors in each town. I'm pretty sure somebody declared this man dead, sent his body to the parlor. My question is so many medical questions because there's got, so, you know me, first off, I'm like, whoa. And then the second thing is I lock in on the science of it, and I'm like, scientifically speaking, what happened here?
He got his degree from the School of India.
Damn. On that note.
Damn. Makes you want to take another hit.
Bro, I did too. I was like, damn. Finish with you, mother lover. So, in my final wild ass headline of that you didn't know about.
Uh-oh.
I'm calling it the snack judgment. Dum dum dum. And so is the Associated Press. I'm just fucking with you. So, but according to the Associated Press of Barcelona, a Spanish court has upheld a ruling that a supermarket worker was unlawfully fired after having eaten a croquette that was going to be thrown away after not having been sold from the store's deli section. The worker was fired back in July of 2023 after he had wolfed down fried little snackaquitos. In Spain, we're going to call that snackaquitos. And then, of course, again, it was headed for the trash, and it was after the store closed for the day. And of course, they fired him. So according to a verdict on Wednesday of last week, the Superior Court of Castilla La Mancha, sounds so fancy, recently rejected an appeal by the supermarket chain Mercadona from the decision by the lower court in May of 24 in favor of the worker. The company's policy said that the workers are prohibited from consuming any product found in the store without having paid for it previously. But the Superior Court found that it was common practice, according to the Associated Press, that workers to snack on ready-to-eat food products that were going to be thrown away after closing hours. In its ruling, it also insisted in the important detail that the worker didn't eat an entire packet of croquettes, but instead one single one that was not going to be put back on sale for the following day. Burn. First off, I think this is petty because here's why I find this to be petty. Because so for instance, I worked at a place where they prohibited that too, right? And I would just give that food to the homeless people out the back door. Nobody ever noticed, you know? Go out, take out the trash, slide the homeless dude a couple hot dogs. Hey, I worked at a gas station. I'm not going to say what chain. But anyway, their policy was that you couldn't do that. And what was even more worse was you could like grab a bunch of them and throw them away and then just go scarf one down in the manager's office where there's cameras, right? And it's cool. You're a little hungry college kid. It's cool. But don't be feeding no homeless people, though. Don't be giving food to the needy with that in the trash, please. Yeah. I just think that that's flagrantly unacceptable for society to be that way, if you ask me. To just throw food away, that's so trashy.
Well, even corporate America, I mean, I can guarantee you most big chain stores have that same policy. Like,
food joints
they don't.
I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was throwing that out there. Fast food joints as well, in the whole nine.
Oh yeah. Like they would rather throw it away and take a tax write-off than give it to an employee, or even, like you said, donating it to the homeless or a food bank. Or
the thing is, it can be wrote off because when we do the books, we're going to put in that it went in the trash regardless if someone fucking ate it. It's just
right, and
petty corporate.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, for sure. Even though they're going to write it off anyways, they make a bigger issue out of nothing.
And the worst part is, all it is somebody ate something that literally would have gone in the trash. You got your, whole situation riled up and ended up now having to not only pay that employee, but also pay extra for his time. It is absurd that you would fire somebody for eating something that was going to go in the trash anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you probably lost a good employee. Literally.
Almost guarantee it.
And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Sadly, though, I think that teaches, listen, we're not saying listen, if you're over here over making stuff so that we waste stuff, fired. But if you're making the daily standard that we think we're going to go through or whatever, like I tell you, you need to have 2 ready or 3 ready. And, towards the later in the day, maybe just that last hour, just 1 ready. And otherwise we make them to go or make them in the fly. I really would say to somebody like, hey, man, look, we haven't really been selling them, so let's take it back to 2. I know you've been eating that extra one, and I'm sorry, but we don't want to take any food loss either. So, there's just a more creative way to do it than to just fire somebody. It's just petty. And like I said, it's just absolutely corporate pettiness. You lose nothing. It's still getting wrote off.
Right.
I think that's the part that drives me the most bonkers. Come on, man. You can't be serious, but they are. They so serious, they were waiting to file lawsuits and pay money to their lawyers. They could have said, for what they paid their lawyers, probably for just, a year of this case, probably is all that dude will make over the next 5 or 6 years or 10 years or whatever. It's so stupid. But corporations are petty like that, and I think if we stop letting corporations write off their lawyer fees and stop letting them write off certain things, I think at that point you'd stop. I think sometimes corporations are just we turned
a happy.
Well, yeah, we turned a pretty big profit. We're gonna have to lose some money, or we're gonna have to pay a lot of tax. And instead of paying taxes, they would rather use that money to sue you. Or in this case, sue back, or in this case, spend the money to go through the appeals process, which they probably wouldn't have paid that worker that much over 10 years, literally. It's so sad. It's just petty.
Right. Especially the group of lawyers they probably use.
Oh, yeah. Those corporate shell and big food chain and big food store corporate, big grocery store corporations. Oh yeah, those suckers. They got the buckas.
They got the billable hour system down.
Absolutely. Now, other than that, I always say to all my friends, love, peace, and chicken grease. But we out of here for the day, and we out of here
Later.
this week. Woo woo.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie, Renee, and you're listening to Wake and Bake America Show. You know I bring you the best.
We're smoking.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie, Renee, and you're listening to Wake and Bake America Show. You know I bring you the best.
We're smoking.